Hi guys, my name is Jamie and I'm a second-year emergency medicine resident. Before I start today's vlog, I want to thank Sketchy Medical for sponsoring today's video. This partnership with Sketchy Medical is really special to me because if you guys have been watching my videos for a while, you guys know that Sketchy Medical is a study resource that I've used all the way since the beginning of medical school, including when I was studying for Step 1. So Sketchy Medical uses a picture with a storyline to explain different concepts and medication classes and bacteria or viruses. And I found this way of learning to be really effective because every time I need to remember any detail about a concept, I can just kind of recall that one image with the storyline and I can remember all the little details without having to force that information into my head. I think there's just something about learning with both visual and auditory cues, and even to this day, I remember a lot of the details from the videos that I watched during med school. Sketchy Medical just launched a brand new bundle to cover all the content from Step 2, including internal medicine, surgery, and pediatrics. And all these new videos are designed to cover the clinical concepts that can help you on Step 2 as well as on your rotations. So the pre-sale is now live and you can select from either a 6-month or 12-month plan, and you can use the code JAMIE15 to save 15% on the plans. So without further ado, enjoy the vlog about my week in the life working overnights in the emergency department, and make sure to stay tuned after the vlog to learn more about Sketchy Medical. So today is night 1 of 5 nights in a row of my emergency medicine block. 5 nights in a row is probably my least favorite of all the schedule configurations, just because I feel like it's very isolating to be working at night, so you don't really get to talk to anybody during the day, and then your sleep schedule gets all messed up. I will say the nice thing is you do wake up earlier, before, like way before your shift, so you do have a little bit of time to take care of things and run some errands and things like that. So today I woke up around 2:30, and this is like the result of me having stayed up until like 5 a.m. last night. So I've been kind of prepping for this night shift coming up. So I've been staying up, watching TV, reading my book, and then just like doing random things to kind of stay up as much as I can so that I can not be as tired when I go to work tonight. There's a big exam coming up in residency. It's called ITE, or In Training exam. It's basically an exam all residents take once a year. I think for some specialty it like matters a lot, determines like what you can do after residency. For some of them it doesn't matter as much. Regardless, I mean, we all try to do our best. So there's a bunch of practice questions that we were assigned. I've done most of them. I think I just have like 60 questions left. So I'm gonna do a little bit before I go to work. My exam is next Wednesday, so I have a lot of time to do the 60 questions. So I'm gonna do maybe 20, 25 questions now.
Oh, you wanna know who I am? Oh, you wanna know me? Well, I'm the man that you knew. Now you know what it do. I'm a 94 baby, swanking like a brand new Mercedes. And I'm dapper down on my feet and my ride too clean. Wake up every morning, hit a lemon in my tea. Moral of the story is, you are you, and I am me. Just be.
Good morning, everyone. It is the morning of night 2. It's not really morning, it's actually 4 p.m. So I woke up a lot later compared to yesterday. I think yesterday I woke up around like 2 something, and today I woke up around like 3:30, 3:45. This is like very like not typical of my string of nights. Usually like after night 1, I'm usually up around like 1 or 2 p.m. and then I still have like a lot of the daytime energy to do a lot of this stuff, but I think I prepped a little too well for this string of nights. So I still feel kind of tired and I don't really feel motivated to do anything, which kind of sucks. I think the hardest thing about working nights is like feeling like you don't get to do anything and you don't get to see anyone. Maybe if I wake up a little bit, I don't know. I have to study for my in-training exam that I talked about yesterday, so I don't even know if I have food. I feel so like detached from my life right now. I don't know if I have food. I'll have to check, find food, study, and honestly, I don't even have that much time before my night shift. It's 4 p.m. And I have to go in by 7:30, so I just have 3.5 hours. Let's do a quick tour of all the plants in my room and the reason why Ellie's not really allowed in this room. Here's my snake plant. This is one of the monstera plants that I was trying to like propagate out of the water. I think they have like air roots like this, and then it'll grow after you cut it and you put it in water. So this is like a pretty significant root growth. Ellie bit this one off, which is why she's not allowed in this room. This is another one of the really like thriving monstera plant. My snake plant, just doing okay here. It looks like it needs some water. It's very dry here. Another one of the monstera plant that is growing. And then my cactus and like a succulent of some sort. This is here too. So that's the tour of, no, there's one more plant. There is one more plant here. I forgot what this plant is called, but it's the one that like hangs nicely. So I'm here with Ellie and she's not allowed in this room because of all the plants that she's destroyed around the house. So now all the vulnerable plants are in my room and Ellie's like banned from this room, but she still likes to come in from time to time. I'm gonna bring her, I'm gonna escort her out now. Let's go, let's go. Come on. Oh my God. Goodbye. Can't come here. Alright, I have resorted to ordering from Seamless today. I don't know, I feel a little lazy today. I don't know if it's like, I just feel tired, but there's no food in the house. For like the entire month of January and like most of February, I've been trying really hard to not eat out, so I feel like I've been really good. It's been also helping with like my wedding diet. I don't know, but I don't know, there's nothing like working nights to just like lower your inhibitions, and it just like makes you want things and you just have less self-control. Just got out of my night 2. It was actually not that bad. Similar to last night, it wasn't crazy busy. It's always busy when I first go in at like 7:30, and then it always quiets down at like 3 a.m. So it wasn't too bad. Actually had a gunshot wound that came in at like 7 a.m. And then rest of my patients like weren't really all that sick, so everything went kind of smoothly. Had a case of appendicitis. What else? Some severe anemia that required transfusion. Things like that. So overall, not bad. Night 2 down and then 3 more to go.
No more sunny days, no more sunny days. I got a heart that won't behave. I got a mind gonna make me insane.
It is day 3 after night 2. Woke up around the same time. It's 3:49 right now. I'm gonna try to do a little more than I did yesterday. Yesterday I did nothing but just eat and watch TV. But I'm gonna try to go grocery shopping and then maybe try to get a workout in if I can.
Agent at the apartment gone. I'm moved out, but I can't move on. Money talks, hunger pains. So lame, it's so lame, it's so lame.
So it is day 4 before night 4. Doesn't make sense anymore. Anyway, tonight's gonna be night 4 out of 5. I just finished my practice exam that I had to do for my in-service exam. My score is not good, so I'm gonna have to study for the next couple of days. My exam is on Wednesday. Today is Sunday, so I just have a couple of days to like review and try to get my knowledge up, I guess. But I wanted to share with you guys this really cool TV show I've been watching. Alright, it's called Itaewon Class. It's a Korean TV show. It's so fun, but it's one of those TV shows where 1 or 2 episodes come out every week, so you actually have to wait, which I feel like is something we haven't had to do in a long time. Everything comes out in like a season bundle at a time, so it's actually kind of fun to like wait and watch a new episode. There's a new episode today, so I'm gonna eat some food and watch my TV show before I go to work. I started using my iPad. This is an iPad that we all got from med school. They all gave us one and we got to keep it after graduation. So I'm reviewing the questions that I got wrong from the practice exam here. Another thing that I've been doing is in the books, I have some like medical textbooks. So I have the EKG book, the only EKG book you'll ever need. I'm trying to brush up on EKGs because I don't totally feel comfortable with them. And then there's like some other medical textbooks that I have here. So I think it's nice because it's all color. So even though I have my Kindle for my other books, this iPad is nice for just like seeing everything in color. So it is now daytime before my last and final night, night 5. I woke up really late at like 5 p.m. almost, and I feel like I'm now completely nocturnal. The only issue being that after tonight's shift, I go right back to daytime, and then I have like 6 days in a row, so it's gonna be really hard to adjust back. Yeah, it's hard. Just thinking about it makes me really sad. Anyway, at this point in my string of nights, I have like no self-control, so it's like all my basic needs, like eating and sleeping and like just being on my phone, is like all I can manage to do. So I think I'm gonna order delivery. I have to go to work in like 2 hours, so eating and then back to work. I am finally done with my 5 nights in a row. This is how I'm celebrating. Some Chick-fil-A. Got a Chick-fil-A biscuit, Chick-fil-A hash browns, Chick-fil-A iced tea. It's a celebration. So let me give you guys a little more information about Sketchy Medical. So here we're in the Sketchy IM section, so internal medicine section. We're going to go into cardiology and pick out a video, and I can talk to you guys about how the video system works. So let's do a heart failure video. We're not going to show the actual video. It's going to be an image of the symbols and all the concepts that are laid out within the video. So as you can see, there's all these numbered items which are supposed to represent different facts about heart failure. So you can see in this little corner of the image, you can see different definitions of heart failure. So here you can see that ejection fraction less than 40 means heart failure with reduced ejection fraction. Greater than 50 is considered heart failure with preserved ejection fraction. The video also talks about different causes for heart failure. So one of the most common causes is uncontrolled hypertension and different types of cardiomyopathy, whether that's dilated cardiomyopathy or restrictive cardiomyopathy, and also coronary artery disease, and all these different reasons for having heart failure. In the upper area of the sketch, you can see the different NYHA classification of heart failure. That's New York Heart Association. So depending on the patient's functionality and symptoms, you can classify them into class 1, 2, 3, or 4, and that's represented nicely in this top corner here. And finally, in the right-hand side of the image, you can see this image that looks a lot like a chest x-ray. It's supposed to represent pulmonary edema that you can see on a chest x-ray of a patient with heart failure. You can also see in enlarged cardiac silhouette that's represented by this large whale here. It also talks about curly B lines and things like that. So overall, this like one image just packs a lot of information about heart failure. And let's go back to some of the other topics that are available. Within cardiology, you can see all these different topics. And if you go back, you can see all the different, I guess, specialties that you might cover in internal medicine, like cardiology, pulmonology, gastroenterology, and all these other different sections. And going back to the courses, in addition to internal medicine, there is surgery. So it covers all the topics that are important during your surgery rotation and also during your step 2 when you're studying for surgery, and also shelf exams. And also pediatric. They also have their own set of videos to talk about different topics related to pediatrics. So that's pretty much it for the overview of the Sketchy Medical. You can see there's a ton of videos, and each video packs a lot of information about a concept. So like I said, I just find that to be a very efficient way of learning. So I definitely recommend it. I hope you guys enjoy the videos, and I look forward to watching these as well.